is because I think what you have is you have a lot of people on the fence. And I don't know if the new incentive is the only thing that's going to get them off the fence. But there's some of these other things that we're speaking about that is really probably holding folks back. Because even if you didn't have the new incentive, it just would be, why does it make, different question. Why does it make sense for me to pay X amount of dollars to get off the grid and get solar panels on? And this is where we go to, and you help me out with this. You have where you have to buy solar panels. You have where you have to lease solar panels. You have when you have PPA, which is power purchase agreement. That these three different type of purchasing. Tell us a little bit about those three, and I think you will help folks understand. Because again, one of the things when I was speaking of mistakes to avoid, these are the mistakes. Maybe a salesperson doesn't explain that you don't have to buy them, you can lease them, or you could do PPA. So can you help us with the difference in the three?
Sure. And I don't want to go into a bunch of weeds, but with the financing, now everything is financed. But I will use financing when it comes to getting your full 30%. Here's the whole gist of this. The 30% tax incentive is there to offset the cost of the solar panels. That just for an example. Let's say I come to your home and you're paying $500 for your electricity. But then I say, well, I'll put you on the solar panels, and now you go down to $250. Where $250 with the solar panels, and you're getting 3,000. Let's say you're getting $10,000 back from the federal government for the incentives to pay down the solar panels. The homeowner has to send that money to the finance company. Okay.
Sure.
If the finance company, if the homeowner don't send that money to the finance company, then their system don't get brought down. Which means instead of paying $250, they might pay $275 or $300. Okay. But here's the question. If you get a refund check because you're getting the solar and you got $10,000 in your hand, and you know if you don't send the money in, your bill is going to go up to $275. But if you send the money in, it'll stay at $250. So the question is, here's the choice that the homeowner has. Keep that $10,000 in the hand and pay $275, or send the $10,000 in and only pay $250. That's the question that the homeowner has. That would have been an influx of cash coming to the home. So that the choice is being taken away from the homeowner. Trump is taking the choice of them getting that 30% cash money in the hand. They have to send that money in. If they don't send it in, the cost of the solar panels would go up by whatever the amount it goes up to. So here's the question. If you had $10,000 in your hand from the federal government, and if you don't send it in, your bill goes from $250 to $275. What would you do? That's the question. So that's the lease option, okay? I mean, the finance option. The lease option is the PPA, which is purchase power agreement, and then the actual lease. The lease and the purchase power is sort of the same. It's just that with a PPA, you purchase the power at a lower rate. You don't own the solar system. You only thing you're doing is purchasing the power. Let me go back. The finance, you own the solar panels, you own them. They belong to you. Okay. You can continue writing them off. But the PPA, if you got that $10,000 that's coming to you from the federal government, you won't have a choice. The federal government is going to, the finance company is going to take it automatically. So the choice is gone. This is where the choice come in at. If a person right now, if they have, they want to finance their solar panels, they can finance them, get that 30%. That 30% will come to them